everybody, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and at long last, the latest update to Prehistoric Kingdom is finally out. So, I already made a little park for you guys to check out, so let's go ahead and go there. Right, so this is our new coastal map set in the northwestern United States, near the northwestern coast of California. And this is the new coastal biome. The new plants look absolutely incredible, and we'll take a better look at them. We also get these new entrances. This is the modern entrance, and then this is the rustic entrance. And we're gonna go over the rustic theme in a bit, but I just wanted to show you like a comparison between the two. And yeah, we'll get a quick look-see around the map here. So as you can see, you have a ton, and I mean a ton of space to build, and it all feels so seamless. Yeah, we'll leave them out there. Yeah, so you got all of the space to build, just like in all the usual Prehistoric Kingdom maps. These maps are gigantic. And then all the way down here, you can build all the way up to the, not exactly right up to the coast, but you can get really, really close to it. I think, yeah, around here is the limit. So if I were to get a modular piece, yeah, so there's the limit right there. But yeah, you can build really, really close to the coast, which is always appreciated. I could definitely see maybe people doing like a coastal theme zoo. That'd be really cool. Anyways, oh yeah, coastal. This is a coastal map. Anyways, so without further ado, let's go ahead and look at all the new stuff. So right off the bat, we have 4 different fence types. So 2 of them are rustic theme, and then 2 of them are actually part of the basic theme, but we'll get to those in a bit. So you have this log fence. This is a short version, and then you have it with these with this wire mesh, which I really love, and then you have the log and the wire mesh here. These are also our new gate types. This one's for the basic chain link fence, and then this one's for the basic wooden fence we're about to see in a bit. And here you have a rustic metal fence, which I really love. I actually really like this short fence a lot. I might use it in a lot of builds. Personally, I won't use the rest of these fences as much in my builds unless I do something very thematic to like the northwest coast. However, you're about to see in a minute, and same goes with this fence, but this fence is still really nice. Again, this is a basic theme fence. It has a nice little chain link and wooden pillars and all that. But this is what I'll use for sure. I've been dying for a fence like this for so long. In fact, in my upcoming Dinosaurs video, you're going to see how I created a fence like this using brooms and bollards. Or not brooms, rakes and bollards. But yeah, this cable fence is something that we see in a lot of modern day zoos. I'm actually kind of surprised that we got it in this game. We didn't get it in Planet Zoo, but with the recent Planet Zoo update, people can build these a lot easier now. But it's so nice to have like an actual like cable fence that you would see in classic zoos, especially in like elephant and giraffe and rhino habitats. And this is perfect for some of those medium-sized dinosaurs and so on, and not so like industrial like the bigger fence we're used to seeing. And then also, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the new fence, or sorry, not new fence, the new paths. So if we go to rustic, I forgot to put these in, but we have this log cut path, which personally I'm not too I don't dislike it. It's just not something I would use, but it is really nice. You can see like this like really nice mulch texture. Excuse me. And here, this is a path I'll definitely use a lot. This is the split stone path. I absolutely love the look of this. This looks fantastic. And if you scroll in really close, you can have a really nice like gravel texture. Alright, so those are all the new fences and paths. Let's move on to the building pieces. So these are the new official prefabs. They look absolutely stunning, and I really enjoy the rustic and the basic theme prefabs the most. But yeah, there's a lot of new prefabs. I only showcased the rustic ones, but all of the prefabs have about the same footprint. So if you like, let's say you have this rustic themed tea shop, and you're like, you know what, I want a basic theme one, you can just place one down, it'll be the exact same. So moving on, these are all the different material types. So these right here are actually modern materials. This is the terrazzo concrete, and this is a new wooden plank. Both of them are recolorable. And then you have all these these are the 3 roof types you have. These roof types are also recolorable, and then these are all the construction types for rustic. So you have this really wonderful stone. Definitely going to be using this a lot, as well as this. And I wanted to showcase it here, but these are also recolorable. Same with all the wooden and metal pieces for rustic. And then I also want to showcase what the staircases look like for them. Again, these are all recolorable. Now over here, these are the doors and windows that you get with the rustic theme. I have a feeling we used to have these doors. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure we had these doors already, but now they're listed under the rustic theme. These two with like the little arch and all that. And then you have these railings. I especially love this one right here. It kind of reminds me of the Planet Zoo like East Asian gate. So, and if I'm not mistaken, these are all recolorable, right? Yes, these are all colorable, so, you know, I can make them purple if I wanted to, or maybe in this case red. Yeah, I can definitely use this for more like an East Asian themed area now. That's really cool. So let's just put it back to normal. And over here, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of new variation for wood pieces. You have these square pillars, you have these flat planks with different textures and cuts and all that. Then you have these log pieces, and I definitely will be using some of these log pieces frequently, especially to create like artificial logs and so on in my habitats, and like climbing frame structures. And then you have this piece right here, which is perfect for if you're trying to build like a log cabin look. You have all of these archways, and you have these little trims here, and then you have some additional roof trims. Now these are the lights. What's interesting about them is that these poles right here, like they don't actually come with a light per se, so I reckon you just hang whatever light you want to on them. And then, this is probably what I was most excited for. We have these awesome new statues. I'm actually going to turn off the notifications. In order to do that, I hit insert. That's the current key for that. So you have this, basically these are like, what's the word? Chainsaw wooden art. So people who use like carve wood out of chainsaws, or they carve wood using chainsaws and make these unique statues in real life. So these are what these are based on. You have this raptor one, you got a Brontosaurus one, you have a Spinosaurus one with the spine. I know like some people thought that the Spinosaurus didn't have the spine, but it clearly does. You have what I believe is a Microraptor. You have a cave bear, which should be an upcoming animal, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have this one's definitely my favorite. I'm going to be using this in my zoo, the Scotswood Paleo Zoo that I'm working on, especially because I want to have like a section for Velociraptor and Protoceratops. So we have that. And then we have the log. So this log is, again, everything in Prehistoric Kingdom. Well, not everything, but most building items. You can resize and scale them up as much as you want. And because guests use modular, or guests can walk on modular pieces too, just like the animals, I can definitely see people making their own Jurassic World themed viewing tunnel like we saw in the T-Rex Kingdom. So yeah, and moving on, these are all the new plants that came to the game. And then in addition, we have this new garden bed type, which is wood chip. So if you want to use it in planting, or even if you wanted to make like a playground for say, and you add wood chipping, this is perfect for that. So these are the different fern types you have. I believe this is bracken. And now what's really great is that you get these, instead of having to place like each individual fern piece by piece, you can now do like little fern clusters, and you can easily make a beautiful like fern prairie with these now. So that's really cool, especially for those who are trying to go for more like paleo accurate habitats. And then this is a rhododendron. Yeah, that's what the plant's called. So you have your rhododendron, you have at least 5 different variations of it. I definitely see myself using this one the most, as opposed to the flowering plants, but I still love them. And then this is a sword fern. Yeah, this is sword fern. And then like the bracken, it comes with these little clusters, which is absolutely wonderful. And also, you'll notice on the ground, there's a new ground texture. So before, coastal had sand, but now they replaced it with, and the sand was basically this color, but now they replaced it with pine needles, and I think that was a much better bet to go with, especially for this kind of biome. These are all the updated tree ferns. You have these taller ones, these short stubby ones. This one's my favorite because it's like the closest thing in game that we have to a cycad now. And then these are the updated redwood trees, as well as the sequoias. So these are the giant sequoias. So these are our giant sequoia plants, nice and tall. And then the redwood trees are here, and they finally added like a moss texture again. So you have 3 different sequoia variants, and then you have 4 different redwood trees, and then you still have your Scots pines. Now these 2 plants... Oh, sorry, I thought I put more than one here. My apologies. Let's turn that off, go to tropical. So these are actually a tropical plant, but these are king ferns, so really reminiscent of what you would see in like Walking with Dinosaurs, with like those giant ferns. But yeah, this was another addition to the game, and I absolutely love it. Yep, multiple park issues, I know. Now, for the fun part, we're finally going to be looking at the dinosaurs. Now, before I forget, I should put one of these in. So we go to guest facilities, viewing, here we go. And I think this one definitely fits the theming of this habitat the most. Or not habitat, but this whole update in general. But we now have ANKYLOSAURUS, APATOSAURUS, and BRONTOSAURUS. And there's a couple more animals in this game, or in this exhibit, but you guys will see why in a bit. So let's take a look at the Brontosaurus first, because he's closest. So this is the beautiful Brontosaurus with this wonderful pattern, and then that's the female one. And then over here we have the Apatosaurus. So both Brontosaurus and this Apatosaurus skin are sexually dimorphic, and this is the
name
male.
Apatosaurus means deceptive lizard.
Sorry, Nigel Marvin, we're gonna have to close that for now. And then we have the green one here, which I think everybody loves. It is not sexually dimorphic, but it's still really pretty skin. And of course you have all the variations that come with each skin. Over here we have ANKYLOSAURUS, and what's really interesting about ANKYLOSAURUS is that the so we have 3 skins. They're not sexually dimorphic visually. We have this green one, we have this brown one, and then we have this like kind of Walking with Dinosaurs inspired one.
ANKYLOSAURUS.
Sorry, Nigel. Yeah, so we have this kind of like Walking with Dinosaurs inspired skin, and this one right here, or sorry, let's take this one. So this is the male, and I'll show you guys in the nursery in a bit. But this is the male ANKYLOSAURUS, and this is the female, and the females are actually slightly larger, which is I think is a first for herbivores in this game. And I'm actually really glad that they did something different like that. You know, it's cool to add some more diversity to sexual dimorphism, more than just the differences in skin appearance. And last but not least, over here we have some already existing animals in the game, but you'll notice the reason I put them together is because a lot of changes have been done. Thanks to the new ontogeny system, we now have a more accurate representation of the Tarbosaurus. We now have a more accurate representation of the Tarbosaurus, so it has more, the skull shape's much more accurate and in line to what the real animal would have looked like. And the same goes for Triceratops. So this is Triceratops horridus. They actually fixed the frill to be more accurate, as well as like the nose and brow horn. And they also, you can also see that the frill for Triceratops porosus is much bigger, more pronounced. Because before the only difference between the two were their horns, but now they have like, they did more craniofacial anatomy correctly. And then of course we have the new and improved Edmontosauruses. So first and foremost we have the Edmontosaurus annectens. So this is the one from Hell Creek, and it has a much more longer and pronounced snout, and it looks like, I might be tripping, but it looks like they improved the beak a little bit. I really like that. Wow, okay. And this is the classic Edmontosaurus regalis. Also, you'll notice that the spines are a little different between these two. So Edmontosaurus regalis has more rounded spines, whereas Annectens has more square top spines. And then we have Ugrinalic, which technically is most likely Edmontosaurus regalis, but they treat it like a different thing in this game. And I honestly think it's, you know, it's cool to add some more diversity, but I do love how they handled the facial anatomy. It is a much more like gracile and neotenic look to it. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's new to the game. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the update as much as I am. And of course, if you like what I do on this channel, be sure to subscribe and follow. And also, I'll be having more... I plan on having some more videos up for Scottwood's Paleo Zoo, because I was mainly waiting for this update to make some changes. So yeah, let me know if you guys are excited for that, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.